sure to follow us on all social media at The Juice Chicago.
And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 5:30
on FluentRadio.com.
And we back like we never left. It's your girl Joy CJ.
And it's your boy Calvin the Creative.
And look, man, y'all know we keep it juicy on The Juice. We have another special guest in the building. He goes by Jay Glass. He's the owner and CEO of Meaq.
Oh,
How you feeling?
Applause. I'm cool. How y'all doing?
We great.
Good, man.
What's up?
So glad to have you in the building. By the way, your clothing brand is amazing. I love the appearance.
I appreciate it.
It's fire, bro.
It's
Fire.
I definitely appreciate it. I just been doing this for a little while now, but I'm really starting to take it seriously. So trying to network and meet with other people and start doing more things. But it's been moving. It's definitely been doing its thing so far.
Absolutely. And how long is a little while? How long you been doing
Man, so it was another name. I was doing a podcast myself for a little while, and it was called Merch by Design, but it was like too long of a name. It wasn't really like resonating with people. Mm-hmm. So I changed the name to Meaq because I was like, one of the things that always stood up to me in regard to like being the creative and being the person of like trying to develop myself is the phrase in the Bible, the meek shall inherit the earth. Right. You feel me? Right. So I kind of took a different way to spell it and things like that because again I didn't want to associate it with Meek Mill, but at the same time, I think the creators are those who have been looked at from that standpoint, and now you see a lot of creators kind of running the world and really influencing things. So that's kind of switched it up a little bit like late last year or so. So yeah.
Who inspires the fashion? Who is the fashion inspiration for this clothing brand?
Man, it's not really even a person necessarily. The whole thing is based on like trying to change your perception, right? So like if you look at the tags on the hoodie and whatnot, right? It's the whole idea is like there's a whole bunch of brands and messages trying to influence you every day, right? So I'm taking bits and pieces from that, and like we got those same messages you'll see every day in a newspaper article or something like that, and it's like, oh, new $5 layaway, whatever this thing is, and how do we try to like change your perception on things. So the tagline's perception is not reality, right? Mm-hmm. We all have our own experiences. That don't mean it's wrong, but at the same time, I mean like there's an entire thing happening in the same time as of what you're experiencing something. So I want to create garments that allow people to come in and say, damn, what is that? Like that's interesting to me. Or like just catches your eye. I want you to ask questions and cause you to think about it a little bit.
Wow, man, that's really awesome, man. I love the philosophy behind that. Definitely seems like you're trying to change the way culture views fashion as well as messaging, correct?
I mean, I wouldn't even say culture, bro. I'd just say, like, I just want to, one person at a time, bro. Like, if I come in a room and 2 or 3 people see something and they like it, really make them think about it a little bit different, that makes me happy. You feel me? It makes me happy to be able to do something on a free basis. Like, I can come up every day and just create something. You feel me? And, like, that's my reward at the end of the day. So, it ain't really I ain't trying to be Kanye, bro. I mean, that's dope as hell. If I get there, I get there. But, like, at the same time, that's not my ultimate goal kind of thing.
Well, definitely, Jay Glass, you know what I'm saying? It's you're doing something really dope. How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
Man, bro, for a long time. Like, so I bought some property, my first property in like 2000 and 4 years ago now. I moved up I'm not from Chicago, you feel me? So I moved up here, got a building. Technically, I'm from Champaign, but I done lived in every like quote unquote city in Illinois, Peoria, Decatur, Springfield, lived in Arkansas.
Been all over.
You feel me? Oh, bro, for real.
Okay.
But really, you know what I'm saying? It's like just the property thing. I'll say the first real thing. But my first gig, I was working this one job where like it was like all sales, all commission, and you really was like pay hire. What's it called? Pay to hire, whatever it is. But basically, like you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So that put me on game because the first day I'm working a job making $50K right at my job, my salary. But at the same time, I do this first day, I make a bed. You feel me? I'm like, oh, this legal money, I can make a bed in this way, So
awesome. And
just start going crazy with that and really change my perspective.
Man, wow. So you just been in the game, got property, man, multifaceted. That's really dope, man.
Yeah, trying to, bro.
Give us a few tips that we can use in our everyday life to, keep us going. Give us some tips for us.
Oh, that's dope, bro. That's a good question. Really just, again, take a step back. Every day, whatever you got going on, whatever you're doing, take a step back, remove yourself from the circumstance, the situation, and really, consider what you got going. Where do you stand in this space? That's my biggest thing. Again, that perception part, like how you feeling, what you going through, and invalid. You feel me? But at the same time, it's a million other people going through things and having stuff going on. So why wouldn't I do that? Outside of that, just take a chance on yourself, whatever that means to you. You know what I'm saying? And believe in that. You feel me? Whatever you do, So.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about your marketing, because your brand is amazing, and there's a lot of clothing brands out here. But what do you do specifically to market yours and to reach people to get as many sales as possible?
Yeah, so I really am just now getting into like the actual marketing piece and really building out the connections and whatnot. So I've done things like I've done a pop up in Memphis. That was really dope. Shout out to Kanisha and. She gonna hate me because I'm forgetting the name of the store, but she got a store, Terracotta Memphis, my bad. And I did that in Memphis. It was dope. They bought like a couple hundred shirts, and like last Juneteenth, everybody like I'm walking down the street, people like, where you get that shirt? And like people wearing it, and they all looking like, damn, what's going on? I'm like, yo, yeah, I made it woo, but I don't even like saying that shit. To me, it just sounds weird saying I made this or I did that.
Really?
But people were like really
talk
like,
your stuff, bro.
You feel me? Like, but I'm really just getting into that mode though, where I'm like really starting to do the marketing pieces. So. I'm really just connecting with people right now. That's the main goal, connect and really get stuff out there that way from a real grassroots level. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You definitely Meaq, my brother. You are fire, dude. You are really awesome, man.
It, bro.
Yeah.
Love it. It's the details on the merch for me. It's really all the details.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing. Like, if you get one of my items for the most part, like I have a couple shirts that are like screen printed and or set up in a way where it's like, this is going to be the same as the next person, but a lot of my things I try to focus on are unique, right? So if you buy one of these hoodies, you're the only person going to ever have that hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody else going to have
Limited
that same
edition.
thing. Not even, yeah,
A little special.
right. Like, you might see something similar, but like, placement going to be different. What it say, what it do,
like
going to be different. So
that's creative.
Yeah.
Take your time, and that's taking your time for every piece.
For sure. So, and I'm really trying to bust you all that side of the head because I done been there. I've been homeless. I done been, living on my car. I've been like, struggling. And right now, it's rough for a lot of people. You feel me? Like the little free money everybody was getting kind of starting to slip away. If you ain't set yourself up, you setting yourself back. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for anything. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, like, I just want you to feel good when you wear something that I made for you. And that's how I want to go.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, brother.
Come on. He said if you don't set yourself up, you gonna set yourself back. You better let us know, man.
Man, back, way back.
Come on. So you're into branding and clothes. What other ventures do you partake in?
Yeah, so like I said, I mentioned that I have a property. I'm looking at getting another property, something with a residential and commercial space. Looking to get in the peer space and things like that, as well as more rental. And then I do some marketing for other companies. I have a full-time job, you know what I'm saying? And then I dabbled in making other clothing for people. I got some projects I'm working on now, but at the same time, I don't really like that because for me, this is that creative piece, and this is my getaway from a job. Yeah. But man, really, I'm trying to get into a lot more things. The property thing has been the most consistent. I've tried a lot of things, but the property thing has been the most consistent and really a good way to set yourself up. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people who look at the way rental prices and stuff going right now. It's crazy, and I feel bad for a lot of people as far as like what's going on. But you got to look at it and see where the opportunity is. And like, I ain't trying to hit people over the head, but I want to provide you a decent place to stay. And if you don't go out there and want to own, a lot of people don't want to own property. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna take care of you. You feel me? Just make sure we good. So that's a big thing for me right now. Ownership.
Come on,
ownership.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, I know people, they're always looking for people to wear their clothes. And what's crazy is a lot of brand owners really don't wear their brand. So how important is just wearing and promoting your brand to you?
I think the smaller you are, the more important it is. And, I really try to, again, start now trying to treat myself as my own marketing venue. You feel me? Shout out to my homie Don from Cash Over Clout. You know what I'm saying? Me and him been rocking with each other and doing a lot, working on something right now. But you know what I'm saying? He got a whole little squad. He basically around. They all got his stuff on. My people really put on for me. Everybody who buy from me, I've never had a one-time purchase. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that make a difference. You feel me? So like, if you get something from me, I'll try to really enforce that quality and things like that. So like, whenever you do, I've never had nobody say, yeah, nah, this is a dub for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important, but it depends on how you feel, how you vibe. And like, if I don't want to wear my shit, I'm not gonna wear it. Like, it is what it is. Like, and really for the most part, I'll be looking real goofy on a regular day. Like I'm not even trying to dress up or get dressed. I'm just outside. And I'm like, damn, I really need to try more. So I'm being more intentional.
Intentionality is the key, brother, and I think that you're doing really good things, man. Meaq is amazing. Your philosophy behind the brand is amazing, and I think that it definitely we'll be able to give people new perspective and perceptions on brands as far as clothing as well.
I definitely appreciate that, for real.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Now, I know your goal. Would you like to be in a store one day, or would you like to stay online? How's that looking?
Nah, so I want to create experiences around the brand in a real environment, and I really like engaging with people on a real level. So I appreciate even like this ain't like a Instagram live or something, like, not saying there's nothing wrong with that, you feel me, but I like coming in now. I see you in the street, oh bro, what's good, woo woo, I see you, woo woo. So I intend on doing, like, again, if I get this peer space situation, well, when I get this peer space situation popping, then I'm doing, like, you know, have a home for where I can do something throughout the year, but that's not going to be like the store, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can come do other things here, to see other things happen, doing things around the city, right? So I want to have experiences, but I don't think it's necessary to live in a space no more, you feel me? And really, from any perspective, like, if you have the freedom to be mobile right now, like, why not enjoy the world, you feel me? Like, if I can go live in the Netherlands for 6 months or something, I got a store for whatever reason, I got a store out there, then why wouldn't I do that, you know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know, I love that, you know, now men, you guys are really opening the door for fashion. You know, men even love wearing purses now, you know, like, it's different now. So let's just talk about, you know, the difference from men's style from back then to now.
Man, G, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think it's as different as we try to make it seem. Like, from back then for us, what's that, 95, you feel me?
Yeah, 95.
But you thinking, looking at Michael Jackson and what's bro name who did the cocaine?
Rick James?
Nah, bro, what's the other dude name from the New Edition?
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown. Right.
Bobby
You feel
Brown.
But I'm saying, like, you look at these people, you feel me, and they had the leather type joints with the wide open chest, you feel me? So what are we doing that's really that different? You feel me? Like, I think we have a different look at it, but you know what I'm saying, like, we got, like, I really came on with the Hoochie Daddy shirts. Like, my name on Twitter is Hoochie Dad. You feel me? But it was Hoochie Dad.
Okay, you like them short.
You feel me? But it was Hoochie Dad for a while. I thought it was funny, like, because we, you know, you said got the phrase Hoochie Mama. I just thought Hoochie Dad was a funny because I'm a father. You feel me? I'm a Hoochie Dad. Like, I'm out here fucking.
Right.
You feel me? But at the same time, like, going back to your question, like, I don't think it's as different as we say it is. I think, you know, we like to put everything under a microscope. You feel me? And we like to put our intentions on everybody else. And again, that perception, like, you should think how I think. If you don't think how I think, then something wrong with one of us. Is what happens in the world right now. So it's like, why is that? You feel me? Like, I can disagree with you and not have a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we disagree on something right now in this room, but alright, whatever. You feel me? Like, so I don't think it's that much different, G.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. You got to be open, you know, and be you.
For sure.
That's
Yeah,
what
being
it's
you
about.
is definitely what it's all about, man, for sure. But yeah, man, I would say definitely. So, what is your favorite brands as far as, like, that inspires just your creativity?
It don't even be no brand necessarily. Like, I rock with certain brands. Like, my favorite shoe brand is Yeezy for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just like the comfort of it, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Again, like, getting into that, like, Jordans has kind of been my thing. When I was a shorty, I was into, like, skateboard shoes, like Supra and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, I'm always trying to do the shit that ain't nobody really doing at that time. You feel me? Wasn't nobody doing that at that time. And then, you know, niggas had the K-switch and shit like that. But at the same time, I try to take inspiration from the world. You feel me? Like, in my experiences too. So, like, my grandma used to smoke hella fucking Newport, G. So I got a drop coming out around, hopefully around, what's that called? Sweetest Day. And it's got it's a reference to that. You feel me? But this is, again, I work in marketing, I work in sales. I've been in sales, but I always had to sell something. So this is, like, my way of, like, reinventing what that looks like and what the messages we've seen is. So it don't really be from maybe a fit or a fit or styling of it, maybe a little bit, but not really. It's more like what's going on. You feel me? How I'm feeling, you know. And that's one of the things I like about what is available in the world right now. We can all sit there and be like, well, how I'm feeling, and do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of motherfuckers feeling a fucked up way about shit, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm super excited to see the creativity with your grandmother and the Newport thing.
Yeah, that shit is already done and set up, but I got that, and then again, like I said, me and my homie Don working on something that we hoping to push out, and then I'm really trying to get into understanding and learning more about actual cut and sew and doing that on my own, and
Nice.
I'm trying to get next year I'm finna, once I get my property, the goal is get one of them what's them called, them Rikers, them Can-Am joints, the 3-wheel joints.
Oh, the
bikes.
Someone,
I'm gonna show y'all that shit.
A spider?
Not the spider joints though, but it's like the smaller version. They
Got you. It's more like an older vehicle.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna show it to you, but it's fire though. It's basically like a spider, but it's like a smaller engine spider. But it still hit 100 though. But like I'm gonna do some shit around that whole bike life type shit. You feel me? And me and a couple homies working on getting some around the same time. So it'll be like a good way to kind of transition to that and how I put those pieces together hand by hand. You feel me? So
that's so cool. Creativity is just everything, man. Like what can we not do?
That's a good ass question, G. And we showing shit that we never thought we could do. Some shit that we don't want people to do is happening, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Again, I think we gotta, because at some point we all gonna get to that point where we like, you know, we gonna be our parents, our grandparents, like, why would you do that? You feel me? And it's like, but damn, you was the little motherfucker doing that. You feel me? Like, we look at how, like, younger generations right now out here on drugs and shit. That shit ain't new. You feel me? Like, folks been doing that, but it's more, we have more information, too much information sometimes. You feel me? So it's like, you know, a lot of shit ain't new for real, but it's like we can do what we want to do with our life. One thing I ain't gonna cap to y'all, one thing I think about a lot is like, you know, somebody might pass or die, right? You keep going with your life at the end of the day. And it's sad and it's hard to say and get through that, you feel me? But at the end of the day, stuff keep happening. And it's like to sit here and think you gonna live your life based on somebody else's opinion or feeling, and they gonna go another day and not think about you for a full 24 hours. When y'all was like that, at some point that's gonna happen. So why would I just sit here and like, you know, do something based off of how another motherfucker feel or something like that? Like it's a hard I think especially in the black community, we've been taught to like, man, you gotta be better than or something like this, but I don't want to be nothing like that. You feel me? So like, why better than is cool, and that's I see where y'all going. And the power, there got to be a power shift, but also like we can just the conversation can be different. I'm glad to see the conversation change. Like my feelings to y'all dropped. I dropped it a couple times this year in different colorways, but it was inspired by the black woman I know that are therapists. You feel me? And like I know at this point quite a few, and that was really for me like, yo, you know, y'all really, black women to me really the wave. You said black men in fashion shit, the black women out here making the money, doing the jobs, doing all the shit, and I'm just like, gee, like I'm a fabric of all black women. I'm an only boy, 4 sisters. You feel me? Like
I feel that me too,
bro. You feel me? So it's like shit, bro. Like I'm about tired of y'all ass, but at the same time,
right,
you feel me? Like I feel it, and it's like I really appreciate every person I know of some. Not every person. A lot of the black women I know of substance. You feel me? And doing things, and this whole narrative we even got in the community right now, where it's like, well, niggas do this, women do this. Like, bro, we both doing some fucked up shit. Let's move the fuck on, bro. Like, we ain't gotta do this. So
come on.
I don't even know what the question was. I be talking.
No.
You in your bag right now, man.
Yes.
Speaking of my bag, I definitely got y'all some shit, G. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, I got y'all these keys that go with the hoodies. The hoodie I got on.
So cool.
So
man,
I wanted to like show y'all some appreciation.
Come on, we gonna show
I'm gonna assume. I bet. I'm assuming this one yours, the smaller one. But
yes.
If you wanna wear it, bro.
That might be mine. It's the smaller one, right?
Yeah. So it just again got the whole thing, you know.
It's the subscribe for me. Come on, subscribe.
Right. I'm trying to do something that's like, you know, again, it's the messaging. Again, it's like, yo, send no money down, bro. Like, we all, I got a firm on my way, so I'm not gonna cap. But at the same time, I hate how we get caught up in the payment process. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, before I had a bank account, I went and got a bank account, G, because I was trying to get a payday loan. I ain't even know, you know what I'm saying, anything else, like, as far as, like, you know, banks, and I knew and I'd always been making money, but G, I just wasn't aware of, like, why am I doing this? This is 300% loan. What the fuck? You feel me? Now, I pay that shit back ASAP, you feel me? But it's just, like, that type of stuff, G, like, you don't be aware, and, like, so these are the type of messages out there.
Come on, and I love your message. That's so beautiful, and I'm glad you really just spoke. You just dropped some gems for sure, because the message is so important. You know, it's the principle. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So let us know, what do you have coming up? Do you have any pop-up shops we should know about?
Yeah, so I'm working on one right now that should be, man, I know it's late in the game, but early mid-September or October, and that's going to be pretty decent. And then I'm actually working on releasing a new podcast with my homie Kyle. It's gonna be called Boyfriends. It's a play on, like, you know, how just people play with the whole word. We low key funny as hell, and people gonna look at it like,
Okay, we gotta come on one day, man.
Yeah,
Boy, friend.
Put us on, brother.
yeah. So we building out a studio for that right now, and then outside of that, what else I got going on? Really, like I said, I only got a couple more drops, but I'm really just trying to get out and mix a little bit more and like connect with people and like see what your story is, what's my story. How I love connecting people, like even with the property shit. If you're looking for a career right now, your credit ain't right, you can look at NACA or you can look at FHA, FHA 203K or something like that.
Come
Like, put this information out there, bro. It ain't help. I want you to go get a crib. I told my tenants when I moved in, G, if y'all want the sauce, I'll give it to you. But you know, if you don't, shit, it is what it is too.
Come on. Well, I'm gonna give it out to you, but I ain't gonna force you to drink it now.
Man, you can take a horse to water,
Yeah.
but you can't make him
It
drink.
ain't even worth your energy, G. That's what I realized. So
Come
really,
on.
like I said, that we doing this pop up. That should be pretty dope. It should be in the West Loop again. We getting the finer details together, but that shit gonna be hard as fuck, G. Like that shit gonna be hard. And then I think the Sweetest Day shit gonna be hard to do something for that too. But you know, just going through the motion, trying to be mindful of like what's going on in the world too.
Absolutely. And keep us updated with every event you have. We post all flyers and talk about events on the show every week, and we'll definitely love to be a part.
I appreciate it.
Definitely. So, man, let everybody know where they can follow you on all social media platforms and stay up with you.
Yeah, y'all can definitely follow me on Instagram at Meaqtumb, MEAQTUMB. I advise y'all to go to my website, subscribe to the text people and the email list, get all drops early, and it's a discount on because I like rewarding people who been fuck with me. You feel me? So if you're on these lists, you're gonna get an early drop discount, whatever. Woo, then it's released to the public. You feel me? But really, I only be on IG. I got Twitter. You can follow me at Hoochie Dad. You feel me? But I'm working on building on my other platforms. I'm not really like, honestly, if I ain't got to do this social media shit, I wouldn't do it. You feel me? Like I get the value of it for sure. Like I'm in marketing. That's my main job. You feel me? I have hundreds of clients I'm doing shit with, but that's just not I'm not trying to be on the video all day, for real. Like, I don't even want to be the face of this shit, but I got to, so fuck it.
Yeah. And nowadays, people want to see you.
They want to know who you
Man.
talking, and I get it, G. And I'm really, if I start, like, I know I got some sauce on me. If I'm gonna say something, you feel me? It's gonna be something that motherfuckers gonna want to hear. But at the same time, like, I'm not sit up here all day like this, G. That's just not my vibe. You feel me? But we working on getting some stuff out there.
It's
So
good enough.
MEAQTOMB on Instagram and Twitter Hoochie Dad. If y'all know how to spell that, y'all lost.
Come on. And look, man, we definitely going to tag him and post him on our social media so y'all can find him on our page as well. We about to go on a quick music break. We're about to go on a music break. We'll be right back.